Woo! Morning, everybody. I got the sun in my eyes this morning. Because, well, let me introduce you, okay? Let me introduce you to the Off Base podcast, the podcast that is extremely carefully crafted to remind you to suck a fat one if you think you're the only one, because you're not. I am your host. I'm the Rocky Mountain no-name Jackass, and it's 34 degrees in the city of Aurora at 8:08 in the a.m. on Friday, April 8th. Ooh, look at that! 2022. Welcome. Let's get to chore. Yep. Okay, so off we go. Yeah, so 8:08. So it's a little bit later this morning because my lovely wife, God bless her, so happy she's home, by the way. She has a wonderful, wonderful life energy about her. That woman lives life, boy. Evidenced by her recounting of her stories from her Aruba trip that she just came back from. I mean, she just, she wanted to do it all. She wanted to do all kinds of different things when she was down there. She did them. She has this great video that she took. They went on, her and her best friend, they went on, like, one of the nights they went on this little boat cruise, night cruise. And they had a trapeze that you could swing out into the water. I mean, she's almost 50 years old, man, but she keeps herself in phenomenal condition. So it's like, yeah, I want to go out and fly on the trapeze, and she did. And she posted a video of it on Facebook. It's fantastic. But my lovely lady left me with no gas in the tank today. It was very important, I thought, for her to pick up the children from school. So she did that yesterday while I prepared dinner. And on her way back home, she did not give me any gas with which to take the kids to school. I mean, I got them to school, but the whole time my car was going ding, ding, ding. Fuel level low, ding, ding, ding. Fuel level low, ding, ding, ding. So I was really starting to get worried after I dropped my son off because the needle actually was going past the E, big yawn, into the negative direction. So after I dropped the kiddies off, I went and got some gas. But then I also went into the grocery store here because they have this phenomenal Parmesan, everybody, Murray's. This Parmesan is fucking phenomenal. And I'm going to make a cacio de pepe. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Unfortunately, I don't have the Parmesan wheel. Parmesan wheels, by the way, I heard a story one time, and I think this is true, that Parmesan wheels actually passed for currency in an Indian bank. Like, you could use that to store your value. Those cheese wheels, man, they go in the thousands of dollars. And if it's really good cheese like this Murray's, it's going to be, multiple thousands of dollars. So anyway, I got that, but the store, they didn't have any ribeye at all, because I'm going to make my cacio de pepe with some ribeye. And their pasta, Jesus Christ, if I go to the commissary, I can get a box of pasta for 80 cents, and over here the lowest that they had was $1.80. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not paying up over 100% for dried pasta. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck you. I already got my good cheese. I can use shitty pasta. They did have some pretty good dried pasta. They had some like dried fettuccine, dried linguine, dried tagliatelle. Tagliatelle is one of my favorites. And fresh pasta is the shit, bitches. I actually might do that when I go to the commissary. I might get fresh if they have it. If they don't have it, then we just go with what they got. But it's going to be a nice, simple dish tonight. We'll to have my wife back. A couple things I wanted to talk about. One of them has to do with marital affairs, shall we say. And it's interesting, and we pointed this out to each other yesterday. It's very interesting, the gender perspective on sex. In particular, the issue that arises when you have not seen your spouse in 10 days. And she and I both go through the same thing. Like if I have to go back to my parents' house, when I went back to my parents' house this past summer, and she didn't come with me, or if she goes on a trip and I don't come with her, absence without a doubt makes the heart grow fonder. But when the reunion happens, the typical male perspective on reuniting with the spouse is, at least for me, well, no, I'll say the typical male perspective is you got to get that urge out of you. Get that out, and then I will talk to you all day long. But the female perspective is one of, they want to connect first, and then maybe if they have urges, to get those urges out of them. I'm pretty sure females have that urge once in a while, right? But it's more of developing the connection first, then the reunion, shall we say. But yeah, on the male side, it's just like, just let me get that out of me, and then just tell me everything. Tell me everything you want. So we just had and we laughed about it as we realized it was happening. We took care of the urge, which was nice, but it's just interesting how it played out. Because I just wanted to get it done out of the way and then move forward. But my wife, she wanted to establish the connection first, and then. So that's as far as I'll go into it, by trying to be as discreet as possible, of course. So yeah, just very, very nice to have her home. And now, last night, this is huge. For the first time since I can remember. Now, this happens on ski trips because we have nothing else to do but to ski. And for me, to make food. Because I love the cooking. So, last night, and I told you guys, my 2 podcast listeners, for basically this whole week, what I've been trying to do is to go to bed at the same time, and now to start waking up at the same time. So, the first one I've been taking care of for the last couple months or so. I've been going to bed at the same time every night, roughly between 9 and 10 o'clock. So now my plan is to try to get up at the same time, get up at 5. Last night, I did it. We went to sleep at 9. I was exhausted because stepson and I worked out. I'll get to that in just a second. But I was very tired. We had a great workout. And as soon as my head hit the pillow, I told my wife, I was like, because we watched, what did we watch last night? We watched the movie. Oh, no, we watched the episode of Moon Knight. My stepson's into that. With Oscar Isaac, who, by the way, I was impressed. He's the executive producer of it. And I think he's doing a hell of a job acting in it, because he played Poe Dameron, who was basically like a cool high school jock in Star Wars. And then he also played the fucking bad guy in X-Men Apocalypse. And now he's got this role he's doing in Moon Knight, where he's basically playing 2 different characters. But I think he's doing a great job. Anyway, after we finished watching it, my wife, usually when we finish watching a movie, she'll just hang out on the couch and thumb through her phone while the kids are getting ready for bed, and then I go tuck them in. And then when I come back down and I'm ready to go to sleep, that's when she starts getting ready for bed. Sometimes that annoys me. Last night it didn't at all, because I'm at the point right now where she can be getting ready for bed, and that's it, man. My head, as soon as it hits the pillow, I'm good. I am good. So that's what happened last night. I told her, I said, hey, man, let's go. Let's start getting ready for bed, because I know that once my head hits the pillow, I'm going to be out. So she actually did. She got ready a little bit earlier. I appreciated that. And as soon as my head hit the pillow there at about 9:05, I did get up once. I woke up at about 1 a.m. And I told myself, I was like, fuck you, buddy, go back to sleep. Get that full 8. And the next time I woke up, it was 5:04. I was like, yes, 9 to 5. I got my 8 hours for the first time in a long, long time. Now this is a habit I can get used to. Getting good sleep, man. I feel great today. Normally after a workout day where we're really throwing some weights around, me and stepson, I'll be pretty sore the next day. I am a little bit sore today, but not anywhere near as sore as when I don't get good sleep. So I'll make the pitch again to everybody out there. Watch the Matthew Walker podcast, Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan had Matthew Walker, who's the sleep expert from University of California, Berkeley. Man, it will change your life. It's starting to change mine. I'm loving it. The importance of 7 to 9 hours of sleep, depending on, the person. So I got that going on. And I'm excited to finish out the day. I'm going to make that cacao de pepe, like I said, using the Murray's Parmesan. This Murray's Parmesan is a shit. Last night for dinner, I wanted to do it like a little celebratory welcome home kind of thing for my lady. And over the weekend, I was really tempted to buy a turkey, do like a Thanksgiving in April kind of thing. But I don't know, during the week to try to prepare a turkey on a weekday is tough while working at the same time. I could probably do it. One of these days I probably will. But I just got a 3-pound turkey breast. And I had a recipe in one of my holiday cookbooks. It's like a Mexican style recipe where you do a dry rub on the turkey breast with ancho chili powder, sugar, onion powder, salt and pepper, and coriander. And it was very delicious. And then when you're ready to go, you just slice up 3 potatoes, 2 red onions, and 3 poblanos, along with some oregano. Mix it with salt, pepper, olive oil, lay it on a baking sheet, and then put the turkey on top. And I threw that in the oven right before stepson and I went to work out. Came home. It was ready to go. It was delicious because I don't eat potatoes very often, being on keto. But it was nice to get a little carb in there, a little carb reboost. Came back home and had a nice Zinfandel to drink with it. I didn't drink Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I didn't drink in 4 days. Had a couple of glasses with my dinner as we watched Moon Knight, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful night at home. It was really nice. Very nice. So stepson and I, when we were at the gymnasium, which by the way is pretty hysterical on base, they don't call it a gym. Well, they call it a gym, but outside they don't label it a gym. Outside they label it the Human Performance Center, the HPC. It's fucking hysterical. They could just put a sign out there that says gymnasium. But they call it the Human Performance Center. As if, there's some other species other than humans that might roll in there and start working out. They have to delineate right away. Be like, hey, this isn't for you cows out there. You fucking giraffes stay home. You go find your own place. We are fucking racist, man. No, we're not racist. We're speciesist here in the military. Only humans are allowed in there. But what if you have what do they call them? Not a rescue dog. They call them a support animal. What if you have to bring your support animal? No! Not allowed. Only humans. Only humans are allowed to perform in here. We don't want any stupid pet tricks like David Letterman. So stepson and I made our way into the Human Performance Center. And we had ourselves a push day yesterday where we worked the chest, we worked the pecs, the titties. And we also work the shoulders, and we work the triceps. And in general, it was pretty good. I was able to up my reps and weight on almost all of my exercises, and that's the ultimate goal. That's what you want to be doing. So I'll just give you an example. So like when we do bench presses, the range that we're doing is 4 to 6 reps, 4 sets, 4 to 6 reps. And the way we do it is okay, if you can get six reps, 4 sets, well, the next time we come, then you up your weight and you try to get 4 reps out of it. And then just continue slowly progressing like that, continually getting stronger. And on my last set, my first 3 sets on my bench, I was doing 75 on each side, so that's 150 plus the bar, 195. No, 70 on each side, so 140 plus the bar, 185. So roughly my body weight. So I do my body weight. First set, 6 reps, yes. Second set, 6 reps, yes. Third set, yes. Fourth set, I got to that last fucking rep, and I couldn't get it at all. I was like, oh, fuck. So close. But anyway, that's the pattern that we do. So the larger strength training exercises, like a bench, like a squat, like a deadlift, those are the ones where we're doing more weight and doing 4 to 6 reps. But for other exercises, like a bicep curl, or yesterday we're doing tricep push downs, it's either 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 that we're trying to get out. But in general, it's a good day. Very good day. Like I said, not as sore. I'm excited. I'm going to get on the treadmill today and start walking some of that fat off. I'm going to experiment. I told you guys last couple of days I've been experimenting with the different percentage grades on the treadmill, because according to my man Paul Ravella, that's the way to do it. Especially when you're older and you can't do high intensity training anymore because your joints aren't what they used to be. You're older. If you can do steady state cardio and continue to burn the same number of calories, well, calories in, calories out, right? So Paul Ravella has been recommending for years just to walk on a treadmill, but to do it in such a way that you actually break a sweat when you do it. And you can, which I have past couple times, by using the incline on the treadmill. And I messed around with the 7% and an 8% grade, and today I'm going to try the 10% grade, and I'll do that at a 3 mile an hour pace. So it's going to take me just about 40 minutes to do. And that's roughly how much cardio that you should be doing in this phase. Well, I mean, you can do as much as you want, but Paul Ravella recommends 30 minutes of cardio, as well as your resistance training, which I got last night. So I'll get that going on today, and then we've got the dinner, the cachao de pepe. Cachao. My wife surprisingly said that she kind of liked my goatee. She didn't hate it, I think is what she said. So I'll trim it up. See what I can do. Needless to say, I'm a little hungry. When I was just in the store just now to buy the cheese, I was tempted to get some fried chicken, because a lot of times they make the fried chicken in the morning, and that's when it's the best. Like if they make it at about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, to get it ready for people who come in at lunchtime. Ooh, look at that helicopter. 2 helicopters. That's pretty cool. Just hovering. Anyway, for people who come in at lunchtime, sometimes when you get it at lunchtime, it's kind of cold and it is dried out a little bit. But if you're able to get some fried chicken anywhere between 8 and 10 o'clock in the morning, oh man, it's juicy. At a grocery store, by the way. And I mentioned this before too, a couple weeks ago. Fuck KFC. Fucking $9 for a breast and a wing and shitty sides. Fuck that. I can get a bigger chicken breast at a grocery store for $2. 2 of them for $4. And I'll be happy as a clam, bitches. So here we are, making the turn back on the base. Here it comes. I do like the routine that I have developed over the last 8-9 months with regards to health and fitness. It's been great. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here as I move officially into phase 4, which is the more cardio, fat shredding phase. We're in the sculpting phase right now, and it's feeling good. So let me get the scan here. Then I'll finish up. Excuse me, that was a burp. Then I'll finish up with the last thing that I wanted to talk about, if I don't forget. Morning.
See the front, sir? Have a great day.
Thank you. So here we go. Here we are. The last thing that I wanted to discuss was the plan going into phase 4. So we have 2 important dates coming up. One is going to be at the end of July, beginning of August. My wife turns 50. We're going back to San Antonio to celebrate with our friends. And by the time we get there, I would like to be 180 pounds. So I've got April, May, June, July. I've got 4 months to lose roughly 10 pounds. And if you're on a track of doing a pound a week, 4 times 4, 16. That should put me, around the 175 range. But if I'm at 180, that's very good. And then the next date that we have is going to be, I think, in October. We're doing a fall break with the kids and going to Turks and Caicos. Got a really good deal. And by the time we get to Turks and Caicos, that's when I should be at my target weight and physique, which should be somewhere around 165, 170 pounds. So it's a loss of about 20 pounds. And if you're doing a pound a week, that's 20 weeks. So I should be there by October, barring any injuries, which I hope I don't get. I got to make sure I maintain good form all the way around. And I think, yep, Denver in the foreground, Rockies in the background. Very nice view this morning. There are no clouds in the sky. Very, very nice. The sunrise was particularly beautiful because that pink sunrise colored the mountaintops, the white caps, it colored them pink. It was very cool. So, with all that said, that's going to close everything down for the week. I'm hoping everybody has a wonderful weekend planned and that you execute with precision. Enjoy your family. And, yeah, that'll be it. I will smell you guys on Monday.